The Panthers have decided to release AJ Bouye. It just didn't work very well for him. The change was a little too drastic. It was time for the Panthers to move on in a different direction. Former Cowboys receiver Cedric Wilson decided to sign with the Dolphins, a 3-year, $22.8 million deal with $12.75 million fully guaranteed. The Cowboys didn't feel Cedric Wilson was a $7 million guy, and that's roughly what he got, about $7 million. So the Dolphins decided to oblige and pay him about $7-8 million. Reggie Wayne is joining the Colts coaching staff as a wide receiver coach. The legendary wide receiver has been retired for the game for the last 4 or 5 years. He is now going to be a wide receiver coach for the Indianapolis Colts. Jacksonville was pretty busy during free agency on defense. They got Floyd Oluokun, 3 years, $45 million. And Floyd, if I butchered his name, I apologize, but Futaski, I'm sorry if I butchered that. 3 years, $30 million. Good move. Oluokun and Floyd are very good football players. They deserve to have a chance. Jacksonville, they do overpay for some people, but I think this was a good choice on their behalf. Jacksonville also just has a deal with Brandon Sheriff. We do not know the extent of it, but once we do, we will give it out to you. Now the Cowboys, who had a weird free agency, we will talk about them in a future video, but they re-signed their long snapper Jake McQuaid, vet minimum contract. Like, okay, I guess. It was not a great signing, but you need a good long snapper in this league. Eagles have agreed to terms with Hassan Riddick. We don't know exactly what the deal is, but once we do, we will give it out to you. The Jacksonville Jaguars made a decision as they signed Christian Kirk to a big money deal, 4 years, $60 million. Colts safety Terrence Brooks gets a vet minimum deal. Texan safety Terrence Brooks gets a vet minimum deal this day with the Texans. The Bills sign offensive lineman Roger Saffold, who was the Detroit Lions had released, a 1-year contract. We don't know the extent of it. And the Packers have decided to re-sign Devondre Campbell, 5 years, $50 million. Well deserved. He showed what he could do in a full season in the green and gold.